When did you realize your family was using you as their personal ATM? I was 22 when I landed my first real job at a tech startup. The salary felt like winning the lottery after years of surviving on ramen and student loans. Within a week, my phone started buzzing with family congratulations that quickly morphed into casual requests. It started small. Mom needed $200 for groceries. Dad's car payment was due. My brother's textbooks cost more than expected. I was so grateful to finally help that I said yes to everything. For the first time, I felt useful to my family instead of just another mouth to feed. Then the requests got creative. Your sister really needs that dental work, Mom would say. You know how self-conscious she is about her smile. Could you spot me for rent this month? My brother texted. I'll pay you back when my freelance check comes in. That freelance check never materialized. Neither did any of the promised repayments. By my second year, I was floating the family's entire lifestyle. Dad's fishing boat, Mom's shopping trips, my sister's sorority dues, my brother's gaming setup that cost more than my monthly rent. I was living like a broke college student while funding everyone else's comfort. The breaking point came during Thanksgiving. As I sat at our dinner table, exhausted from working overtime to cover yet another family emergency, my aunt asked about my shabby clothes. She spends all her money on us, Mom said proudly. Our daughter takes such good care of her family. Everyone nodded approvingly. My grandmother patted my hand. That's what good children do, she said. That's when I noticed something. The family members praising my generosity were wearing designer clothes. Dad's watch was worth 3 months of my salary. Mom's purse cost more than my car payment. I excused myself and went to my childhood bedroom. On my desk sat a photo from my college graduation. Me, grinning in my thrift store dress, surrounded by family members who'd all suddenly discovered urgent expenses right after I got hired. That night, I opened my banking app and calculated everything. In 18 months, I'd given them $47,000. I was behind on my own student loans, driving a car held together by prayer, and eating cereal for dinner while they lived like royalty. Monday morning, I changed my phone number and opened a new bank account. When Mom called my work demanding to know why I wasn't answering, I told her the family ATM was permanently out of order. How can you be so selfish? She screamed. We're your family. Exactly, I said. You're supposed to love me for who I am, not what I can provide. The guilt trips lasted for months. Sob stories about overdue bills, threats about family loyalty. My brother even showed up at my apartment, claiming he was homeless because I'd abandoned them. I held firm. 3 years later, I bought my own house. My family suddenly wanted to reconnect, congratulating me on my success and hinting about housewarming gifts. I invited them over for dinner and served them the same ramen I'd survived on while funding their lifestyle. This is all you're making? Dad asked, confused. I smiled and pulled out my bank statements. This is what I can afford when I'm not paying for 5 adults to live beyond their means. The room went silent. From now on, I said, if you want a relationship with me, it's going to be based on love, not money. Half of them left that night and never came back. The other half learned to love me without my wallet attached. Best investment I ever made.